You're listening to an archived Cabral Concept podcast. After listening to this show, check out the most up-to-date podcasts available at stephencabral.com/podcasts or search directly on iTunes. And now, welcome to the Cabral Concept, where board-certified naturopath and integrative health practitioner Dr. Stephen Cabral shares how he was diagnosed at the age of 17 with a life-altering illness and given no hope for recovery. It was only after studying and traveling all over the world did he discover how to combine ancient Ayurvedic healing practices with state-of-the-art naturopathic and functional medicine to fully rebalance the body and re-energize it with life. It's time to discover how to get well, lose weight, and finally feel alive again. And now, here's your host, Dr. Stephen Cabral.
And today, on this episode of our Mindset and Motivational Monday, what we're going to do is we're going to break down relationships and how the people you surround yourself with really can and oftentimes do dictate what we have going on in our life. And if that wasn't enough, if you're looking to take whatever your goals are right now in your life and take them to that next level, you really do have to look at all of those people around you and who you spend the most time with. And here's why. So it's often been said in many, many books in the past, I'm certainly not the one to make this up or come up with it, but it's often said that you are the sum of the 5 people you spend the most time with. And so if you look around your life and you really do a good assessment, you want to look at friends, family, coworkers, whoever it might be, but the people not that you just have gradual or, gradual meetups, those types of things, but the people that you actually spend the most one-on-one time with. So that means lunches and, evenings, friends, family. Who do you spend the most time with? So when you do an honest assessment of your, let's say, month at a time, who do you see in your life? Write down all of those people. How much time do you spend with them? And again, that includes work, and that includes your own personal relationships, and that includes family. And look at those people right there. And you want to look at those people just from a very objective standpoint. Now, again, we're not trying to judge people and whether they're good or bad. That is not our goal here, okay? Our goal is simply looking at where are you right now in your life and where do you want to get to? So let's talk about weight for a moment, okay? And this includes wellness. Everything in our body includes our wellness, our well-being, and it can even be something as large as energy, and everything goes into the energy that we want in our life. Okay, so let's break this down. If we're trying to lose 40 pounds or so, and we're around people that don't exercise, they don't go to the gym, they don't have a gym membership, they don't work out with a personal trainer, they don't watch what they eat, they're not taking care of themselves, and they're always kind of talking about how their body isn't where they want to be, but they're not doing anything about it. What do you think about hanging around with those people will help you get to your goals? Not a lot, right? Because you're kind of stuck in that same mindset. You're probably joining in, maybe complaining about how you're not able to lose the weight either, and also not maybe doing the things that you want to be doing. So what do you think would help you get to that next level? And in my opinion, it would be meeting with a personal trainer that you're going to spend a couple hours a week with in 2 sessions, or joining a gym and surrounding yourself and meeting other people who go to the gym. Remember, not everyone who goes to the gym is in great shape. A lot of people believe that, and it stops them from actually joining a gym. So that's a big thing to look at. Then you might want to meet other people in your own office who are into exercise and just start asking them questions. Most people aren't judgmental. They're certainly not as judgmental as you may think they are. A lot of people, we have our insecurities about asking others for help or just seeing kind of what they're up to, what they do for exercise. Most people are really happy to share what they've learned and what they know with you. I honestly believe that. And they'll do it for nothing. Like they want nothing except to talk about themselves, to share what they've done to become successful. So if you were to go up to someone in your office or even a couple people and say, hey, just wanted to know, I know that you work out. I'm looking to get into it myself. Would you just have any recommendations for me? I'm not to the level that you are, but I do really want to get myself in shape. So what you've done is you've essentially complimented them. You've told them that you believe that they're in very good shape. You know that you're not at that same level. You're not trying to be, but you do want some pointers from someone who's already been there before. A really humble way to go about what you're looking for and to achieve. And I find it really hard to believe, maybe 1 out of every 30 people or 100 people who wouldn't give you the time of the day. Again, most people would certainly appreciate that type of compliment, and they'd be happy to share that with you. Maybe go to lunch with you or just hang out and talk for 5 minutes. And then you could just check in with that person. You could say, hey, would you mind? I'm going to start looking at gyms, things like that. Maybe ask you a couple questions when they come up. And again, by email, whatever it is, most people won't mind at all. That now you're starting to build a circle of people that you never had before that you can start to spend some time with, even if it's just asking the questions. That now gets you into a different mindset. So it's not about forgetting necessarily about the people that you've always hung around with, because a lot of people, when they hear that you're the sum of the 5 people that you spend the most time with, well, when they hear that, they start to get worried that they have to leave all of their old friends. Now, keep in mind, and I've talked about this before on the Cabral concept, you may need to take a couple weeks sabbatical away from the friends and family members that are not bringing you up a level, okay? Those are the people who complain all the time about what they don't have but aren't willing to work towards what they do want, okay? So what I would say is this. We always talk about that 21 days. If you can, again, if you're trying to lose weight, trying to get in shape, and you're trying to get well, it's hard to go out to dinners with those people who are always having 3, 4, 5 drinks, and they're not ordering the healthiest foods that you'd like to, and maybe you share foods with them, things like that. So you'll simply want to take a couple weeks off, start to do better things for yourself, and as you start to do better things for yourself, you're going to become a little bit more confident, and when you become more confident, you're going to be able to make better decisions when you're with those group of friends or family members that you may not have done in the past. And again, it's okay to start spending more time, at least equal time, with people in your life who you admire, or the place that you want to get to. And that includes work, that includes, again, business, finance, wellness, weight loss, anti-aging, health, spirituality, whatever you're into, whatever goals you've set for yourself, seek out those people. And I truly do believe that's going to help you take yourself up to that next level. It's what you call, it has a nice name to it. It's called leveling up. You're simply looking, not in your entire life, but one particular thing, hanging around a group of people that you want to be more like. And that doesn't mean keeping up with the Joneses or anything like that. This has to do with anything you've set for yourself. And again, in my opinion, starting with your wellness, starting with your well-being, with your body is the best place to start. And then that will literally permeate into your entire life. It will give you more energy. You'll be more productive at work. You'll be a better husband, wife, father, spouse, whatever it might be, to everyone around you. And I also believe you'll become a better friend, and you'll be able to teach your friends when they're ready the things that you've learned as well. So again, it's never a selfish thing. It's only trying to better yourself and then share that with others. Really, that's what I believe life is all about. How can we help others? And by helping others, we certainly have to start with ourselves. We're not a whole lot of good to others if we don't have what we want in our own life. Thank you for joining me today on the Cabral Concept.
Before you go, I wanted to share a personal story with you. The real reason I began to get well finally is because I figured out what was wrong with me. And that might seem pretty obvious, but I went from doctor to doctor for over 2 years before discovering at-home functional medicine lab testing. These are the labs that enabled me to finally figure out what was wrong with my hormones, blood sugar, electrolytes, and gut health. And once I knew what was wrong, I could then follow a proven plan in order to rebalance my body from the inside out. This is why I believe so strongly in functional medicine lab testing, and why I've made it my mission to share these labs with the world. Now at equa.life, you can order an at-home lab test or lab bundle for you and your family and be able to complete it within the week. Plus, the EquaLife difference is that you're not left to try to read and figure out these labs on your own. We explain what your lab numbers mean, what they mean in the much bigger picture, and then how to go about rebalancing your body in order to heal. To see our full selection of lab tests, or to set up a free lab selection call to find out what labs may be best for you, simply head on over to equa.life/labs. And do remember, we ship these all over the world. To find out more and to set up your free lab selection call, simply head on over to equa.life/labs. That's EQUI.LIFE/labs.